Hi guys, this was, another fantastic video. I just loved the way she represented her community and being able to speak in a platform that can help us all understand better the people around us and just the history of different people who I think the world would have discounted if we had some of the present ways of dealing with systems and education and those kind of things. Um, I really, uh, I really was grateful of the way that she broke down different ways that an autistic mind can think. That it isn't just one particular vein of the way that, like the the realistic photos that she was thinking of. When she said, picture a steeple, I for sure pictured a generic steeple. And I thought, wow, wouldn't it be fascinating to have a mind that would like literally screen roll things like that? I consider myself a pretty visual person, but never have I ever, experienced something like that. I am very language oriented, and I just think it's fascinating, the idea that of people being picture oriented, and I would love to sit down with someone and actually, have a conversation about that. So yeah, her understanding and the way she was communicating definitely will continue to impact the way I think about how I think versus how other people think. The pattern thinkers, that was great. I mean, it makes sense until, but you just don't think about it until they put it in categories. And then the verbal mind about being facts oriented. All of those three, I think that I have encountered people, but I wouldn't have broken it down like that. So that was really, really helpful. And I also liked the fact that midway through, she was talking about how, her brain has like so much brilliant stuff in the back, and then like taken away from the social part in the front, and how she communicated that so much social cortex is taken away that kids can become nonverbal. And I have a really, really good friend whose son is older now, but he's always been nonverbal. And I just always thought, oh, he's a sweetheart for sure and loves his mom to death. But I thought, oh, there's got to be such amazing things that kid is thinking. So I hope that we continue to be able to tap into minds of kids and adults that can't tap into it for our benefit just on their own. Um, I do think it does influence the way that I would communicate with others. I think that I would be more prone to have more photos and things that I say. When she was talking about put interesting stuff in front of people, like that's so true. We're all just interesting stuff is fascinating, and I think that's a benefit of technology these days, is that there is a plethora of fascinating things that you can limit your kids, scrolling through YouTube all day, but they're looking at some fascinating things, hopefully good things, but and it can spark amazing stuff. So, and I love the fact that I do think there are places, maybe in the Pacific Northwest more than the Midwest, like she was referring to, that teachers are utilizing that stuff, hopefully. Um, uh, yeah, the other thing I thought was interesting was the fact that, it helps me understand people's, maybe communicate in ideas of people's social cues, and to like go a little bit deeper, because um, they have something important to say or to, and what they're thinking, but maybe we dismiss them too fast by their lack of social skills. Um, I do think that's balanced by the fact that she was pretty adamant about the idea that she was taught manners. And I wonder how much of a deficit we put brilliant kids at, because manners is kind of, I don't know, there just seems to be this balance of like, we want to understand them, but at the same time, we should give them the tools so that they can get jobs and be able to function in a way that society expects them to. And I just, that whole exploration of how we help kids in that manner, or adults in that manner, is a really great one. And then finally, relating to my own, I think I would like to create more pictures, maybe by word or not, but people who are that visual, like, you will want to give them pictures of things that they can hold on to, or affiliations of what you're saying, and then be more concrete about what I'm saying. That it is definitive, and it gives them exactly what they need without having to go through any kind of fluff, like, subject verb. Let's say what we need to say. So it's just really, and especially at the end, I loved, connecting with an autistic child. That kid will pull anybody out of a burning building, and it is so true. The loyalty in some of the kids we don't understand is so high and so amazing. And so it was such a great talk. I loved it. So I'm anxious to hear what everybody else has to say. It's so good. So bye.